Giancarlo Esposito teased his upcoming role in the MCU.
Oh, do
I
we
think,
want to get into the big
Oh,
the big part of this?
that is.
yeah, we want to get to the big part of this.
So, I guess, ladies and gentlemen, so Giancarlo Esposito has been rumored for a role for the last, I don't know how long it was. It was, a lot of people thought it was Professor Xavier. He showed interest in it, and now there was Doom rumors, but that seems to be shut down. So the big thing right now is that Giancarlo came out and said he's going to be teased and then thrown into his show. So our thought, and a lot of people's thought right now, is that Giancarlo Esposito is going to be Mephisto instead of Sarah Baron Cohen, right? I thought
Sasha Baron
Sasha.
Cohen.
Excuse me, Sasha. He was up for the role for a while, and obviously, maybe something's changed because, and we were talking about this kind of in our group chat earlier. You have Ironheart coming up, you have Agatha All Along coming up. There was a lot of Darkhold stuff in the the Wanda and Vision show. So, we're kind of thinking like they're going to go in this direction and, Mephisto's going to be a thing. So it kind of might make sense that like they maybe tease him in either Agatha or Ironheart and then they make a show about Mephisto. I don't know. As long as I don't get Ralph Bonard again, I'm fine. But listen, maybe that works. What do you guys think? Mephisto, Giancarlo Esposito.
I think he's going to be in Armor Wars.
You think
As Mephisto?
But so that was a movie, it was a show, it was a movie, and now they're talking about possibly not doing it. That's why I think, because Ironheart, the Hood is in it, and they were doing the whole, but allegedly they were doing the whole Magic Verse tech thing, right? So I don't know. But then Agatha, it really makes sense because Homeboy's literally the devil, witchcraft, blah blah blah.
I would not even watch Agatha. I'm not even wasting my fucking time with that show. I'm sorry, I can't fucking stand that show. I couldn't stand Scarlet Witch show. I couldn't stand that show, and I can't stand whatever the fuck. If Giancarlo wastes his talent on Agatha, it's a fucking L for Marvel.
It's not about wasting his talent. It's about getting paid. So
he's already getting paid. Have you seen his new show?
Of course I haven't seen it, but I know I know how popular it is. But even still,
this new show is fucking fire.
Dude, like Disney does. You said it before. They give him the bag. Hey, Giancarlo, we want you to do this. Here's this.
I actually, from a rumor standpoint, I actually like the thought of Giancarlo Esposito over Sacha Baron Cohen as Mephisto because Mephisto's character is supposed to be like really, what's the word I'm looking for here? Like, menacing, conniving,
ominous.
like. And Giancarlo fits that very, very well from how I've seen him play other roles. You get what I'm saying? So, like, obviously, it's a different take on Mephisto. Yeah, I was gonna say The Boys. That's a great point, Leo. That he played what's his name in The Boys. I think that I like this casting because while I think Sacha Baron Cohen looks more like Mephisto in terms of like the hair and yada yada, like. I just think the way that it would be acted would be better based on, but again, it depends on what direction you want to take Mephisto in. Does he roll into more of that Doctor Strange realm? Or does he roll into more of that, like he's going to pop up in Agatha and he's going to pop up in, the rumor was not Iron Wars, freaking Ironheart. Like there was supposed to be a little Mephisto thing in there, rumored to be. So like, that's where I'm thinking that's coming from. But like, I like him as an actor for this role more than Sasha personally. And I think that it's kind of the right role for him because as much as I thought it would have been cool to see him as Professor Xavier, I don't know.
I don't see it, to be honest. I never did.
The more I thought about it, like it would be cool, but like it's not necessarily the role that I think would be best for him, like what they would use him for.
You know what I was thinking for Mephisto? Al Pacino.
Yeah, but that's devil's advocate. If it was 20 years ago, that would have been great.
No, Al Pacino could play it now. I see where he's going with that.
I can comment.
I think the interesting thing is that Giancarlo can literally play just about any freaking thing he wants to play, and you'll believe it. And
that's why you can't guess what the fuck he's going to be, man.
All right, listen, hear me out here. And I'm kind of mad it's not going to be Sacha Baron Cohen because did you ever see? I'm pretty sure it was one of the Borat movies where he went to a predominantly white town and pretty much told them they're going to start building mega mosques there. Like, did you ever see that scene and how he delivered that to them and just like stood there? That's some in real life shit. And if he's menacing like that in real life, imagine how I don't know. I thought that was great.
Yeah,
I did. I thought that would have been a good thing.
I could see it. All I'm saying is like there's a lot of versatility with Giancarlo, but like, you know, I don't know. I'm personally, as long as he's in the MCU, I'm excited because I think he'll bring, you know, obviously you know what he's going to bring to whatever role they give him. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
But just some quick comments here. We'll catch up on. We back in Mephisto again. That took over WandaVision every week back in 2021.
Ralph Bonard.
Y'all see Giancarlo recreate his iconic "Do the Right Thing" scene. Yeah.
Dude,
that was hilarious.
Yo,
why does Giancarlo always his fit is always on deck?
He's right. He's always dude. Even in freaking Breaking Bad, dude, and the Poyo freaking like get up. You look good. But actually,
he's dressed to the nines.
So speaking of Giancarlo Esposito, I wanted to go over. There was a CBR, I think it's Comic Book Reader, CBR article that they gave their opinions on what they think the top 10 characters would be that he might play. So I thought this might be fun to kind of go through a little bit. So the first one we talked about, obviously Charles Xavier. Don't know if that's happening.
No.
Magneto.
Yeah. We talked about this, Paul.
Did we talk about this whole article?
Well, we talked about the fact that Giancarlo could be Magneto.
I saw him more of as a Magneto than a Charles, to be honest. This is the one I love. Giancarlo Esposito would be a brilliant Norman Osborn. Dude, if you really think about it, the character that he plays in The Boys, very similar. Norman Osborn-ish.
Yeah, similar. I could see that.
Yeah, but I still wouldn't want him to the guy who originally played him.
Yeah.
What's his name? I forgot his name.
Do you know how much I've sacrificed?
William Dafoe.
Yeah. William Dafoe. Yeah, leave him. Don't
right, but
that.
We're gonna have to get back to Norman at some point.
Nah,
do we though?
Leave it alone. Leave it alone. Move forward.
You're not gonna.
Bolivar Trask. I feel like that's too soon. And I don't like it, to be honest.
Yeah.
Right?
Nah.
Don't like it.
It's kind of awkward.
It is an awkward one.
It's awkward and weird.
The Beyonder.
The Beyonder is kind of interesting.
The Beyonder is interesting because it's a whole thing, and that's rolling right into Secret Wars. Zurus? I don't know. I actually don't know who this is.
I don't know who that is.
Oh, Future and the Eternals. Anyone remember this guy?
Oh.
No.
Yeah, but I think that based on the non-popularity of the Eternals, I don't think they're gonna want to use him for that.
Yeah,
I don't think so either.
And that's what I was saying earlier. Like the Eternals is a way deep story.
This one's interesting. The Molecule Man. So that was another big Secret Wars character.
That could be cool.
That could be a thing.
That could be
really
cool.
Why though? I don't know much. I know the story about him in Secret Wars, but how does it play into why do you think it could work?
In the Fantastic Four, the Molecule Man is an enemy of the Fantastic Four, and number one, the Molecule Man has tremendous power. He's tremendous power. He's a formidable enemy. You can lend him out to just about any character in the MCU. It would work, especially with it being Giancarlo. This could be a thing. This right there could be that's
interesting.
The storyline for the Molecule Man is very deep, so that is more of his acting chops.
Yeah,
and I think that he will make that role shine.
Yeah,
interesting.
There's a lot of
because going into the Rolodex, it's gonna take me some time to remember all this. But what I do remember, the bits and drags that I do remember about it, his story is when it plays into the Secret Wars.
Yeah, I remember how Dune did him on Secret Wars. And
I don't want to fucking give it away.
No, we don't have to. But I
thought about that too. It's gonna be too much if I give that away.
The Living Tribunal.
No,
I think that Marvel will just CGI that.
Yeah, but it's like the Watcher too, because with Jeffrey Wright, that's his name. That dude's playing the Watcher forever, no matter where he goes, right? Like that guy.
Of course, yeah. But I think they'll CGI the Living. They already did in Doctor Strange. They CGI'd him to death.
Right.
Yeah.
So what do we got here? This Giancarlo Esposito replacing Jonathan Majors as Kang.
Like I get it. I get it.
Tut? Yeah.
Yeah, like he could do a variant.
Here's the thing, though, because like all the different variants of Kang, they could still pull that off to be all different actors.
They could. I think
that's what I'm saying. Like in everything we've seen Kang in, like the animated, like that type of stuff. Like
we don't have to clump. We don't have to clump this shit.
They've been literally different variants, but different looks, different feels to them. Like they could pull that off. Like. So, like, I'm telling you, we haven't seen the end of Kang, whether it's, like, you know, they had the rumor of Kang Beyond or whatever it is. All that stuff. And then, obviously, the Doom thing, which, I don't know, I guess has been almost debunked at this point.
I'm so out on him as Doom.
I don't want to see him as Doom.
I just don't like
I don't want to see it.
Like, it'll be fine, but, I don't know, like...
I don't know. The Doom thing is... nah.
I'm not into him as Doom.
I thought Giancarlo said he's playing a character that's never been in the comics. I don't think I don't know if
well, he said that hasn't been introduced in the MCU.
In the MCU,
I believe was his
That's why I think people are leaning towards Mephisto, because technically he hasn't been introduced yet.
Nope.
And there's a rumor that he's supposed to be playing an agent of chaos or something like that.
Yeah, that's what he said. An agent of chaos.
Agent of chaos. That's what. Yeah, that was the.
Yeah, what we told you, it's official. Yeah, non-stop, 24/7, 365.